ladies and gents, I'm Emilio A. Colón Sr. and this is the EC Show coming to you from sunny South Florida. As always, my right-hand man, Mr. Swagger McDougan's about that life, Joseph Buto. This is a complete EJ production. EJ in the back is shooting us. And like always, today's show is sponsored by Katie Power Greens, our urban farm microgreens company that Emilio, Inasia, David, and his kids own. We literally have an open farm coming up really soon. They've been doing extremely great. And also, like always, get all your merch right here, this EC Respect stuff, at enasiacolon.com, ENASIACOLON.com. We have so much new merch coming out, too. Yeah. I have an exclusive
I don't know
joint.
if anybody's seen this one yet.
Yeah, that's dope.
This is,
That's dope.
We're Pickleball edition. I'm the Pickleball EC brand ambassador.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what's crazy? What's crazy is that, shout out to Diadem, the boys over there in I don't even know if I say it right. Is it Diadem or is it Diadem?
I mean, I guess it's however you want to pronounce it, I guess. I mean, but Diadem is the way I would probably say it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to the boys, Chase.
I'm big on saying things the way they're fucking spelled. Like,
yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna try to reinvent the wheel. I'm just gonna read it as is.
They did an amazing thing for me. I made a video about it too. I don't know what the fuck happened. My paddle broke.
Oh yeah.
My paddle snapped in half. You were there that night.
I was there. I think it was
snapped in half.
You were trying to return one of my drives.
It snapped.
It didn't come before that because you sent it before that.
It snapped in half.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Allegedly.
But they replaced it in 2 days.
No, I know they're a great company. And it's funny because every paddle I bought, they tell me, register. Make sure you register your paddle in case it breaks. We replace it, the whole thing.
Right.
As long as it's not lost or stolen, we'll replace it.
Right.
I've never done it. But now that I see that you got some good customer service, it's worth registering to show them that, you're showing their support because I'm stuck on my paddle.
Yeah, of course.
But I have been shopping around. I've been looking. I've been looking at the Selkirk, the lab project ones.
So here's the problem, right? If you really think about it, pickleball is supposed to be an inexpensive sport.
Inexpensive?
Yes.
No, it's expensive.
You just do it. It's expensive.
When you really get into the game and want to take your game to the next level, it gets expensive.
Between paddles,
you need a good paddle. I just got a new backpack today. Just came in the
backpack. Investing in sneakers because you're running through sneakers like there's no tomorrow.
My sneakers will be here Monday. I got the Skechers Tyson McGuffin editions. Are dope.
So listen, so shout out to our buddy Ron. Ron was at the Diadem the other night playing with EJ. There's a little bit of footage on our social media.
I've seen it. Ron's got a nice two-handed backhand.
Ron is no joke.
I need to work that.
So here's the problem. Ron literally bought a brand new pair of Vapor 11s, which is a tennis shoe.
Yeah.
That night, he's like, look, they were already ripping because he slides and glides on the floor.
So that's what's happening to the toe of mine. Both under, like the actual shoe's fine, but underneath my toe and underneath my heels is the only two spots that are burning out. But they're burnt out. And Anthony was talking shit because the first pair I bought was like a no-name brand, but they said pickleball shoes. They're made for pickleball.
Right.
So I bought them.
Right.
And they were cheap, but they worked, and they were fucking comfortable as shit.
Right.
And Ant got in my head and was like, bro, look how fast the bottom of those burnt. He's like, it's because you fucking got the cheap pair. So sure enough, I go to Dick's Sporting Goods and I bought a pair of Prince's. Like fucking tennis shoes.
Right.
I'm coming out the bottom of those too already. And it's been, listen, I play a lot, I get it. But I think they should last a little longer. But I just proved the point to Ant. I'm like, it's not the fucking shoe. It's how much fucking wear and tear I'm putting on those certain spots. So I'm going to try out these Skechers ones. They're official sneaker, a pickleball. I'm going to test it out.
I want to give a shout out, and I know you have the package. Shout out to Danny and the boys over at Scuff Monster. They send us a bunch of stuff. This is basically a shoe cleaner to basically clean all of the scuffs off of your shoe. I did 2, and they'll come out eventually. I did 2 videos for them, tutorials basically on how to use this shit. Now, mind you,
I got to watch your tutorials.
Yeah, I got
for me.
The product is amazing. Hands down, the product is amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize both of the fucking tutorials I did, I used tennis shoes inside of the actual thing. I'm sitting here not even realizing that I'm buying more tennis sneakers just because of how much I play pickleball.
Yeah. Me too. And I've tried other shoes in my closet to play pickleball and
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same.
It's not the same. Like I was playing with Air Maxes in the beginning. They had air bubbles. That's like number one. You should have a goddamn air bubble. I popped them both.
And it's weird because I have a pair. Inasia has a pair. I tried to get a pair for EJ, but I couldn't get a pair for EJ. I have a very, very rare Foamposite
And you know
Air
I love
Penny.
my foams. I know, you know I love my foams.
Foamposite Air Penny.
I literally have 24 pairs of Foamposites.
It's a mashup with the tennis vapor on the bottom.
He's got these low top dope Foamposites. They're dope and they're blue. Yankees blue. I love Yankees.
So the issue here is that I bought those so long ago.
I know you did. You told me that you had them and never worn them.
No, I never wore them. Yeah, I have personally 2 pairs, and then Inasia has a pair.
And you never wore them.
And I've never worn them until we started playing pickleball.
And it's funny because now I see people rocking Jordan 3 pickleball shoes.
Yes.
Like they're tennis shoes, but they did that with golf too.
But I don't know if you know,
golf was the first thing they did with.
Federer had an Air Max 95 mashup that he did with the same exact thing.
With tennis bottoms.
Tennis bottoms.
Dope. We gotta find those. Right.
Dope.
Hidden gems somewhere.
No.
Speaking about the Yankees.
They suck.
Coming into town this weekend.
Yeah, I know that you guys are going to be all over that game.
Listen, we're playing like shit. It is what it is. It's not going to stop me from wanting to see my boy. Yo, we're both down the bottom, bro. Us and the fucking Mets.
How many people are going to the game?
Sunday, there's, I think, 12 of us. 12 of us. And then Friday, I think it's just me and the boys.
Okay.
Me and my dad, my brother.
So you're not going to the Saturday game?
Saturday? Not yet. We'll see how it goes.
Not yet.
We'll see how it goes. It's funny, this guy Rob that I played pickleball with, he did the course that I did, the clinic.
Okay.
The live 4.0 drilling, which is intense.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out my man Gene. Intense clinic. We drilling the ball 100 miles an hour at each other's faces. Older dude Robert, he was in all Yankees gear, and I was like, oh, I like this guy already. I ended up having to play with him in a game. After the clinic, we teamed everybody up, and I played with him. We played great. And I seen him when I was coming out of my lesson with Chase, which was also great. Shout out my boy Chase. And he's like, "Oh, you going to the games this weekend?" I was like, "I've had my tickets since March." We booked our shit in March.
We booked that shit way long.
Like,
as a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to figure out. Maybe we could get your dad on the show after the Yankee games.
After the series.
After the series is over.
We should get him before and after, so you get him talking shit before.
I want to hear what he has to say.
Even if he just comes in here and does like he's gonna want to get a haircut.
Yo, the Marlins.
So
are good,
we'll set up the camera, let him get his haircut,
little snippet,
and we'll just film his haircut,
and
we'll just have a conversation with him about the series, who's pitching, how he feels about it, what does he think it's
gonna
go,
get the after part,
and then we'll get the after.
That's too funny.
So just in case something crazy happens where we lose all 3, he's gonna get on there, and I can already predict it. Fucking Boone needs to go.
Yo, did you see what he did the other day to the umpire?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that shit was amazing.
He was like, if I'm gonna get kicked out, they're getting their money's worth. Yeah.
What the fuck is it?
It was amazing.
Yo, that shit was hilarious.
I also want to touch on this. I don't know if we ever went back into how my dad's comments aged about the Yankees. You asked him who's the one player he hated, and he'd get rid of if he had to get rid of one.
It was Hicks.
He said Aaron Hicks.
Yeah.
And Aaron Hicks is gone.
Uh-huh.
I actually called him and was like, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty fucking impressed. They cut Aaron Hicks right after you called him. Maybe Boone needs to step down and you need to step in.
Maybe
bro, he's scary good with it.
Yeah.
Why is he leaving this guy in? Why is he leaving Herman in for this batter? He knows he shouldn't go against his batter. Boom, 3-run jack. I'm like, bro, you literally either are speaking it into existence for Herman to fuck up,
or he knows his
or
team.
you know your shit.
He knows his
I'm
team
like, it's
very
one
well.
or the other. You know your team? I don't know. But he's fucking more right than he's wrong.
No, he knows his team very well.
He talks all the time. Get me my fucking red phone in the dugout, so when I call, he knows to pick the fuck up. But yeah, we're doing the family thing Sunday. Mm-hmm. All the wives are gonna come, and then Friday's just the boys, and then. I don't know. We'll see how he's feeling after Friday. If they have a big win on Friday, he might say, just want to go Saturday too? So we'll see. But as of right now, Friday, Sunday, we're going to go.
So you have that going on this weekend. EJ and I have some stuff to do actually this weekend as well. We have like I said, we have an open forum that we have to put together.
You guys have been crushing those.
We're trying, man. It's not
easy. Bro. He makes me cut everything. I need my hands. I'm struggling. And then, let me finish. And then say I get a little bit of dirt in it. AJ, what are you doing?
For everybody that knows, we have a special scissor now, so he doesn't have to do that anymore. It's literally you just grab it. It's easy. Industrial scissor now. So for everybody that doesn't know, when I was very, very young, I literally dislocated my thumb. My thumb went into my actual palm, and I couldn't work for 10 days. And it affects a lot of people in my industry, what I do for a living.
Well,
yeah. So, for example, it's ruined. Not only am I out of commission, they're out of commission because they're like, oh my God, because I'm so dependable, you know? Yeah. So I never want to be in that predicament. So I have this thing where I don't like using my hands unless I really have to use my hands.
Haircuts, pickleball?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Bro, he'll jam his finger for pickleball.
I don't want to risk injury. I don't want to do none of that. So, like, you know, this weekend we have to pull that off. You got the Yankee game.
For the most part, that's it. I'm kind of free this weekend.
So I had a couple people reach out to me from the last episode, and they watched, and they saw what you said at the end of the episode, and they were kind of like, Joe's a nutcase. Like Joe's a nutcase.
That part.
Joe's a nutcase.
That part.
I said, listen, I would never in a million years hinder Joe to have the ability to say whatever is on his mind. Anybody that comes on this show, anybody that comes on the EC show, has freedom to say whatever they want.
Absolutely. Even if it's conspiracy and murder.
No, of course.
Allegedly.
Of course. Listen, I'm not going to ask you to come on and speak your mind and then ask you to edit. No, I'm not going to do that. It's not what he believes in and what he sees and what he believes. That's on him. I'm not. He's my friend. It doesn't change the friendship. Like it is what it is.
He just watched his back.
I was shocked as shit when he said it.
No, he gotta go, Joe. I'm like, what? What's the big deal? I didn't see the big deal.
Why would you tell them exactly what you wanted to do? Allegedly. What
I would want to allegedly do.
Yeah.
Shoot a child molester in that. Big deal. I think a lot of people...
It is a big deal. What do you want?
It is a big deal because I actually just seen a news post today. These three brothers just got sentenced to life in prison for beating their stepfather to death for raping their 9-year-old sister.
But they did it because they premeditated killing him? Or like what?
They found out that the stepfather was raping the 9-year-old girl for a certain amount of time. And yes, I guess they were like, it's fucking go time. Went in there and beat him to death with brass knuckles on.
That's what I was
I would do it though.
I understand, but
before you touch on it, I would do it.
I get it, but I'm not telling you not to. What I'm saying is, we are not judge and executioner. Like, that's not our jobs.
But that situation...
I don't know.
That's like seeing something wrong and not helping.
Well, no. That I get. Seeing something and going out of your way to fucking get involved and something like that happens, you got it. The law does step into play.
No, of course.
But as a father of three daughters, you're a father.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, and the just amount of respect that we have for women in general, dude. Come on, man.
Joe,
you gotta kill him.
Bro, Joe and
allegedly. Say allegedly.
We're on the same page.
Allegedly.
I think that people like that man that they did us a favor in killing should be hung public execution style. I think they need to bring that back.
Yes, Joe.
Public hanging.
But then you're going to have the question of...
I mean, you're going to have a bunch of fucking sheep, little pussy-ass snowflakes coming in. Oh, my God. But he's still a human. No, it's not. It's an animal.
No, it's an animal. They're not in the right state.
It's an animal that needs to be put down.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
That's one of the animals.
If you're a grown-ass man and you can put your hands on a 9-year-old girl, a 12-year-old girl, a 14, 15, 16-year-old girl, it's just...
No.
There's something wrong in your brain.
Definitely...
And you have to go. You need to be exterminated. Putting you in prison and feeding you fucking 3 hot meals and giving you dental coverage and medical coverage. I know people that out here that can't get their teeth fixed or can't even go to a doctor because they don't have health insurance. But these guys that just rape children and could go to jail.
There's gotta be a better way for sure. 100%. There's gotta be a better way.
It's gotta be structured. People like the pedos that fucking.
How about we just feed them to death?
Yeah.
Like I remember when Method Man said that? Remember when Method Man said that? So your asshole shut, just keep feeding you and keep feeding
I'm fucking down for any type of torture on that.
Yeah.
I would like to fucking hang him like flat, put like 1,000 fucking slices of razor blades and then just drop him in a tub of rubbing alcohol. I thought about that one too. I watch First 48 too much, man. I swear to God. My Rachel thinks I'm sick. She's like, you've literally seen every episode. I actually just told Georgia that I've seen every episode. I've went through all of them.
So today is the 9th as we're recording this, August 9th. Dude, we got a bunch of fantasy football.
I know.
Drafts coming up soon.
I know, man. And I'm struggling. I need you guys to win this week, please.
I think we're going to pull that off.
I think you guys are going to pull. And you know what? If I would have pulled off last week, I had 2 bad coaching errors, and he had a great day that he wasn't supposed to get. Like, his matchups with pitchers was atrocious. And he ended up pulling up like 130 points in pitching. So, listen, if I miss the fucking playoffs, that's it. I'm done with baseball. But if I could squeeze my ass into there, I would like it.
But here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people don't get this. We've been doing this for years. And every year, it's like, I'm gonna win.
He blames me. This is why 1 year I want to be by myself and play against him. Why do I? Because sometimes he'll forget to set the lineup. I'll be sleeping here all day from 7 to 7. I'll sleep. He'll blame me for not
playing. You can set your lineup for the whole week with one press of a button, but you definitely, like me, I keep a couple bench players on offense, which my brother despises.
Right.
But I like it because I have a beautiful lineup, and I get my spots when. 2 people are off. I got spots to fill. So I always pretty much have a full lineup.
That's the thing.
My bats have been carrying me this whole year.
Playing, and Jeff McNeil's not. And Jeff McNeil's on the starting roster, and Marte's on the bench. He'll yell at me for Marte being on the bench. And I'm like, yo, what?
No, I just once a day, just fucking hit start lineup for the rest of the week, and then as your days go. But football's not that bad. Football, you got one day.
It's once a week. It's
once
different.
A week, yeah. You just got. Yeah, you're paying attention pretty much in football. For us, pretty much, you're just paying attention for. Who's injured? Everyone fucking races to the app to grab the backup immediately if someone goes down mid game. It's it's more just.
I'm looking forward to.
I'm very excited for this football season. I'm excited for my Giants. I'm excited for your Jets. It's boom or bust, honestly. I mean, it's either they're gonna fucking come out and dominate, or they're just gonna be an average team and not win the division.
I don't think a man that goes into the darkness and hallucinates like Aaron Rodgers actually is like a bust.
No, he's never going to be a bust.
No, he's never going to be a bust.
He did, and I don't.
Did you see him and Sauce Gardner's handshake?
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, I love who he is since he's gotten to New York. Because they were talking about that. They were like in Green Bay, he didn't go to like sporting events. He didn't wasn't social out there.
There's nothing to do in
As soon as he fucking got to New York, he was at a fucking Knicks game. He went to a Rangers game. He was all over the place.
Because it's not like there.
No, bro. And they literally welcomed him with like open arms. New York, especially Jets fans. It's been a long time since shit was shaking up like that. That's a big shake up right now. You guys are fucking a scary team right now.
We'll see how it goes.
What's going on with Dalvin Cook? Is he signed anywhere yet?
No, I don't know. It's crazy because I actually spoke to somebody that trains with him.
Because I remember A-Rod took like a little pay cut.
Right. There's a couple of people that train with him out here, and they were saying the same thing. He has offers on the table. He just hasn't decided where he wants to go because there's a certain number that he would like to hit, and I guess they just haven't gotten there yet. So that's basically what's going on with that.
I guess it's just his turn. Where's your best shot at a ring?
No, of course.
The Jets.
I mean, you can pick where you want to go.
Listen, I think you guys on paper have a great team. I think if it all works out, you guys could definitely win the division over Buffalo. Buffalo's a great team.
The most overrated team in the whole league for me is the Dallas Cowboys.
Absolutely.
They're always like that.
And
that's not.
TV
and I'm biased, yes, because I
fucking day.
No, I fucking hate the Cowboys because I'm a Giants fan. I do respect the team as a franchise. I don't like Cowboys fans.
They're on TV every week.
They're on, yeah. Well, I mean, Jerry Jones is a mastermind. He's got to be pulling strings on that end.
If it's CBS, if it's Fox, if it's...
they probably have like 11 primetime games.
Every year!
The Giants had like 7 or 6 last year. I mean, we turned it up at the end of the year. I guess we were worth watching until we beat the Vikings. After that, we kind of went to shit.
Dude, did you see the behind-the-back pass that Patrick Mahomes did during practice?
No, I didn't. But does it shock me? No. He throws the ball with his left hand. He throws it fucking under his legs.
He thought he was John Stockton. He literally threw it behind his back.
Was that a perfect completion?
Yes, to Shaq Moore.
Of course it was. I'm picking him up for fantasy.
No, he's the number one pick.
With the number 1 overall draft pick, I take Patrick Mahomes.
So, a buddy of mine just did something I've never even heard of. It's a dynasty draft. So
you keep players?
You keep players, but you keep players pretty much for like their whole career, but it doesn't even make sense to win 1 year. You win, yeah, it's cool, but you actually have to win every 3 years because every 3 years is where you win the most money.
Okay.
So basically, if somebody drafts Justin Jefferson with the number 1 overall pick, you have Justin Jefferson for the rest of your career as long as you don't trade him or whatever it may be. Okay. If you draft Patrick Mahomes, you have Patrick Mahomes for the rest of his career.
How many people you get to keep? Is your whole team a keeper team?
Yeah, I think the only ones that you have to replace are the rookies. So like every year you have to do just pretty much a 5-round draft.
I remember Mo and them used to do it, and Ant used to do a keeper league. but you only got to keep 2 players, and then everybody else had to be redrafted.
Nah, these guys they're keeping completely. Like,
so you're literally like a team owner.
Yeah, team owner. You get a budget. You get a $200 budget. You have to spend X amount of dollars.
That's
on
pretty
each
cool.
player.
You know what I seen that was pretty cool? How they picked the draft order. These guys had a full-on fucking Olympics.
Oh yeah!
We gotta plug that video.
The combine. They had like a combine.
Yeah, so like they had one guy at the finish line clocking it. Guy started off, we had to chug a beer, he had to flip the cup, then he had to go to beer pong, he had to make 1 cup. From there, he had to go run
in and out
football. He had to throw a football through a little kid's toy set house. Guy got on the first fucking shot.
And then run into 40.
And then he run. No. Then he had to run to the next one. He had to get 3. What's the fucking 3 cornhole bags onto the board. And then he had to run around this 1 cone and then jet to the finish line. And he did it so fast and didn't miss a fucking thing. And I was reading the comments. They go, that motherfucker definitely got the first pick. And then I'm thinking about our league. And I'm thinking, I'm going name by name of who's in our league.
How you can do that stuff?
I can fucking map out our fucking draft order.
Who's coming first? Who's coming first?
I don't know, man. First is tough. I'm going to have to probably put me at up there.
Hell no. You want to know why? We'll put Ine.
That don't count. That don't count.
Boom.
That don't count. It's got to be either you or him running.
I'll do it. And this man...
Yo, I can see all 3 of us going down at the final stretch where you got to run the hardest.
Dying.
Yo, my feet move faster than my body does. Sometimes my body don't catch up, and I fucking go down.
You ever seen this kid run? He doesn't even lift up his legs.
Yeah, but I go faster than you do. I go faster than you.
I'm like really good short distance. Like I'm very fast, like left to right, like 20 feet. Like I'm good at like suicide.
Yeah, as soon as it gets
but
past
long distance, like to run a 40 or something, I'm not that fast.
Well, congratulations, because you're now part of the Sony. The Sony camera.
Yeah.
The Sony camera family.
Can you explain how you got it?
Yeah, explain how this came along.
It was a birthday gift that I got for Giabella, and she was ecstatic about it for about a month.
Right.
And then never seen it. I took it. I actually took it on a trip to Tulum with my wife when we went, and then I gave it back to G. And then there's like one more party that she had at the house on there, and then that's it.
That's it.
All her content's gone. But I've been asking her ever since we started the podcast, and I've been looking at the cameras. I'm like, I have a fucking beautiful camera sitting in this house somewhere. I found the case empty, and we just couldn't find the camera. So she finally got home last night from her trip to Virginia, and redid her entire room. She's very OCD, J-Bell. She likes to be organized, like, to the max. Like, this is face stuff, this is body stuff, this is hair stuff. Like, everything's perfectly placed in her room. Like, the blanket is, like...
Right.
So, she redid everything, and she was going through her entire closet, taking out all her old clothes from Somerset that she doesn't need anymore, uniforms and shit. And underneath all this shit, she found a fucking MacBook Pro that she's been hiding from me.
MacBook Pro?
That she's been hiding from me. She keeps telling me it was at a friend's house, but she told me that she broke the screen on it, but she like didn't give me the full story until last night. Kid threw her backpack, didn't know her laptop was in there.
And it broke.
She found a GoPro, Hero 4, which is actually still a good one. It's my fucking GoPro that I used to take snowboarding and shit. And then she found the camera, which I was really happy that she found the camera. And then I sent you a picture, and you're like, yo, it's an excellent camera. And I was like, oh shit, good.
Yeah,
and then he calls me, and I rushed over here, and I fucking forgot.
We're shooting right now on an A3. Aegis has an A2 in his hand, right? And you have an A6100. Dude, like, Sony, sponsor us already. Yo, what's up? Like, seriously.
No, Sony.
Sony all over this place. Like, seriously, sponsor us already. But no.
I just bought a PS5, too. Come on, man.
Bro, I'm going to need one. They're coming out the new one.
Something. Give me a gift card. Do something. Seriously.
PS4's running a little slow. Yeah, I mean... Hit it to GameStop.
We gotta figure out if we're gonna pickle tonight.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I got the crew out there. Let's see, they're talking in the chat. Hold on.
And what is the name of the crew again?
The Jew crew. yes to 7. If no rain, I will. If no rain. So I just you know.
You guys were out there getting it in late the other day. I saw.
Oh yeah, I think we were finished at like 11:45.
Jesus.
Yeah, we kept playing games.
So we went to Diadem to go. My buddy Ron just so happened to be over there. Diadem, whatever you want to call it. Tomato. Ron was over there. EJ and Ron played a game, whatever, this and that. So they had Moneyball Monday.
Oh my god.
Where they had pros. Like, I'm talking about pros were there.
Chase told me he's joining the next one.
Pros were there. It was
It's going to be on Sunday this week, so just a heads up.
Well, this will record afterwards. Well, $150 a head. $150 a head.
Yep.
And mind you, I was watching the games were good, whatever. The final was a dud.
It was boring as fuck.
It was boring as shit.
Really?
One team played the other team, and the other team beat them early in the tournament or whatever, and then the other team rose all the way to the final. They played each other again. It was one-sided completely. It was a straight dud. It was like 11-2 or some shit at the end when it was all said and done.
I was talking to Chase when I was in there the other day, and they got pissed because Gene teamed all the best teams to play each other right off the bat.
Yeah.
And put them in the same pod. And they were like, yo, why would you do that? He goes, listen, man. He goes, the real deal is going to rise to the top.
No, of course.
He goes, because they wanted to dominate each of their brackets and then meet each other in the championship. And he was like, fuck that. Putting all the best here and the next best here. And sure enough, they got knocked out in the first round and they were fucking pissed.
No, of course.
But it's dope because I'm nowhere near that level. I wouldn't even risk that amount of money to do it because they're next level, these pros. Chase is actually going to be in the next one.
My buddy Ron was saying that too. Is like, he's like, yo, I can play in that. He's like, the only problem is my job, what I do for a living, is too demanding to where I can't guarantee that I would even stay for the whole tournament. He's like, I'll get a phone call and I'll have to leave.
Yeah.
And I'll be on the top of a hospital fixing a water break or something like that. Like, you know, he's like, I have no choice.
These kids are good. I watched a couple of them on the live, and they got fast hands, man. And that's what I was working on when I was at my lesson. But Chase getting in the next one, and then if you win with that person, you can't play with them ever again in the tournament.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
the champions that just won now, they can't play each other. They can't play with each other again.
They can play in the money boat, but not on the same team.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So the same people can't just keep showing up and cleaning up. So,
why not?
Because they want, I don't know.
Fuck that. If you listen, if you want to,
I get it, but if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess clicking up with people, I don't fucking know.
What does it matter? They earned it.
Yeah, they earned it. But
so was it? Hold on. So let me get this straight. So it was $150 to enter. First place is $750.
Well, it was it $150 a team, or I think it was $150 a team, so $75 I had.
Got you.
And it was like $750 to first, I want to say $300 to second, and your money back for third place.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's some good ass players though.
Oh yeah, I mean Hurricane Tyra Black, who just won gold in women's singles, she'll be there Sunday teaching clinics.
Yeah. Which
I think is pretty dope.
But it's funny because for you and
I'll be at the Yankee game.
For you and I, that looks good.
You wouldn't have played anyway.
For our buddy Ron was like, yo, this is not impressive at all. Like it was nothing to him.
I actually didn't know who she was until probably the third time I seen her play, because I had seen her play on TV. But the first time I seen her was at that first tournament we went to, and she did actually make it to the championship, but she didn't win that one. But then she went on to the PPA and won the PPA tour, the big actual crazy tour. So I mean, it's just like, every dog has its day.
Absolutely.
Because she beat people that are higher ranked.
We don't have to start there.
No.
Oh, but by the way, shout out to No Strings Attached. No Strings Attached is doing extremely well. I saw some early renderings of your logo.
Yep.
I edited it.
Here's the thing. I get a lot of privilege, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That means you guys value my opinion.
Always, yeah.
So I get a lot of stuff that I get to see firsthand, and it's for me, it's enjoyable, because to actually see what it was to where it's gonna go, and as it grows, and like that whole process, I enjoy that part.
Yeah, and it's funny because I thought about it, and I was like, I can't wait from like a year from now to look back on these like original sketches with the notes on what we wanted to change and shit. Like I'll still have all that. So if this thing doesn't take off, like I think it's gonna, like I want it to, like I'm gonna push for it to. It's gonna be cool to see the original little sketches.
Of course, that's one thing that I don't want to say I failed to do with the kids brand, but I did all that. I had the handwriting notes or whatever.
Yeah,
I threw them out.
Oh,
I wasn't, because at the time you're not thinking about that.
You're not thinking about that at all. But because I had all these notes and I kept changing things on it, I was like, it's cool that I'm going to see the progress of it. And then I ended up going back to the second one we got. That when I did the little changes for the third one, I didn't like it. Mm-hmm. So we ended up sticking with the second one, which we brought up a little bit and has that one drip, and we're just leaving it like
but
that.
But I'm glad that I get to see and have an opinion on that process.
Oh, for sure.
To me, that's the best part of the process.
Oh, yeah, the creating part is
right.
Like the most fun.
So there's some stuff that we're coming out with soon, and with the person I have the conversation with, Cam over at Minprint, shout out to those boys, him and I talk. There's dialogue.
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then finally the product gets released, right? Yeah. And you're wearing it and you see it. I'm already on the next one. Like, yeah. I'm already going to the next joint, to the next joint. Like, I'm so far. Like, I'm thinking we're in August. I'm already thinking about next February's drop. Like, just planting small seeds.
Valentine's Day drops.
Yeah, of course. Like, just planting little seeds. Like,
you didn't do the other drop you sent, right?
Not yet.
That was,
but this is what I mean. So this is what I'm talking about.
For our 2-year anniversary.
So yeah, that's basically what we're thinking about already. We're thinking about colors for our 2-year anniversary. But some of the stuff that you're privy to see that you see in advance,
I love it.
Yeah, of course.
I love it. And
I know you like the ones we were dropping in.
That next color drop is gonna go bonkers. I'm gonna need everyone. You got hats for that one?
Of course.
Okay.
Come on. What do you mean?
With the mesh in the back, who knows?
You guys are gonna love that next drop. That drop's gonna go hard. I see that drop selling out in like 24 hours.
Maybe. I mean, it's just amazing because the actual process from creating something that's, like I said, I always say this, is in between these two ears and then letting it out.
Yeah.
And then people wearing it and vibing with it and fucking with it. And
I was
shit
just
like
on FaceTime with my father-in-law, Rachel's father, and he's like, "You're always doing something."
You have to.
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "It's an idea." I try to play 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. If I'm not at my worst week, I'm playing 5 days.
Right.
I'm in the area. I'm talking to the people. The community's fucking dope.
Yeah, of course.
I haven't met one asshole playing pickleball. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's like one or two dickheads, but those are the guys that are.
You stay away from them.
Those are the guys that know they can't beat you, so they just like try to call rules on you.
No, but there's dickheads that are really good, but they're just dickheads.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, like, why are you part of this community, dude?
Yeah. Because everyone else is so fucking nice. Like, literally, like, "Oh, you don't have water? Oh, I brought 12.
No, that's literally how it is.
So we should have the pickleball community figure out a way to stop homelessness and stuff like that.
Yeah, for real.
And in a week.
Guys, you want to come into my house?
No, just go to the pickleball tournament. You get fed, you get water,
you'll probably get shelters after.
Yeah, they give you shirts and shit. But it's just fun. It's like, why not? So,
is D&M gonna have it? Oh, they do. The 20. What is it? The 25th.
I will have a booth. No strings attached. We'll have a booth selling merch at D&M Pickleball.
And we will be there. And we will be there to support.
Yes.
100%. We will be there. A lot of people don't notice. So, and I'm gonna fill them in. Joe, Anthony, and Jordan play in the league every Friday.
Yeah.
If they can't make it, they find a sub. Anthony will find a sub. One time you were in DR, he found a sub. Whatever. But they play in the league every Friday. And every Friday after work, EJ and I leave here and we go to the league just to watch them play. Just to watch them, just to support them. We don't play in the league. That's not our thing that night. We play every other time. We go to support people that support us. And last week, I came with tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I came up the court. People are like, "Where the fuck's Joe?" I'm sitting there stuffing my face with fucking shit.
36 tacos.
And guess what did we have for you after?
I had my cookie. As soon as I walked in today, I was like, "Yo, y'all got any chocolate chip cookies?" I was thinking about them here on the drive. I got stuck at the light because this light's out right by here, and so the police telling people where to go. That must have been the first time they ever directed traffic because they're telling these cars go this way, these cars go this way. And he tells me to stop. I'm like, "Bitch, I'm going this way." Everybody's making rights. Why can't you let me make my right to come down this street?
Right.
The funniest thing.
And the whole time I'm sitting there, I was thinking about cookies. I'm sitting there, I'm like, because I wanted to get here quick, and I'm like, fuck, I hope there's a cookie.
Those cookies slap, dude. I stopped the other day. I sent you a picture.
I know.
I've got
stacked. I'm like, "Oh, thanks, bro."
4 of them, like this.
So I can't fucking eat it through the phone, so it didn't really do nothing.
Bro, remember when Gene said no strings attached equals no wins because you guys were on court 9 the whole night?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not true. That's not true.
I moved up.
He moved up to. You got to close to what? Court 6, and then ended up on court 7 at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And then Jordan ended up on court 6.
And then Jordan, the next league, the following week when Anthony came back, Jordan ended up on 6, and me and Anthony ended up on 7.
I think out of all the weeks that I've ever seen, Anthony's the only one out of our group that ended up in 5. Court 5 is the closest that he's ever gotten.
I wasn't here. That was week 1. I was in DR, and then week 2 he was.
But your sub, shout out to Danielle. Your sub,
yeah, Danielle.
She makes it to court 1 or court 2 every fucking time she subs for one of you guys.
Yeah, but then the next time we go in, I'm back down to the trenches.
Yeah,
and it's hard to get out of the trenches. The way it works is you're playing with a partner that you don't know. It's a random partner.
You have to elevate your game and their game.
So you're playing with somebody you don't know and don't know how they play, and then you round robin. So you're playing with each player on the team one time. So it's 3 games, 3 different partners, and then you tally up the scores of each game. And last week I won 2 out of 3 games in both my sets, but I got demoted on both because I had the least amount of points. But I won 2 out of 3 games.
Yeah, but it's also fucked up because one lady was late.
Yeah.
So one of the workers at D&M had to sub for her until she got there.
Yeah.
So all the points he generated went to her.
Yeah. And then at the end of that game,
she got mad and walked off.
No. She didn't get mad and walked off. She got to 11.
No, that's what I'm saying. She got mad because she thought,
It was 11-10. We won the serve back, and she's like, "It's games to 11." Not win by 2, and I was like,
"No, it's not.
It's win by 2.
It's win by 2.
That's how we played the games. It's win by 2." And she goes, "I'm gonna go check." She put her paddle down. D&M's a big fucking place.
It's huge.
It took her about 10 minutes to walk all the way up to the front desk to ask if it was win by 2. To walk
I was there.
To walk all the way back and go, "It's win by 2." I go, "I know it's win by 2." I asked every court that's around us that's playing, and everyone's playing win by 2.
Bro, I was like,
So,
isn't this person Joe's playing with? She's like, "Is it win by 2?" I'm like, "This is not serious."
And me and Jordan ended up winning 13-11.
So that night,
So
Gene wasn't there and Chase wasn't there. It was Drew, I think, that was in charge. And Drew, cool people. Drew, shout out to Drew.
Shout out Drew,
cool peoples. But he can't play music for shit. He can't play music for shit. And he admitted it. He's like, "Yo, dude, I do not know how to handle the ox."
I screamed it from the court. I said, boy! He finally looks at me. I'm like, "You got to fucking DJ, bro. You got to DJ." Literally, Born started DJing, and I fucking wanted to get a video. I didn't have my phone because I was playing. Everybody in that motherfucker was dancing.
Hey, first
he kicked it off with some Michael Jackson. That got everybody in the mood. That gets everyone in the mood anyways. People were dancing when they
I
were
was playing R. Kelly, I'm a Flirt. I was playing Akon. I was playing T-Pain.
Outkast.
I played Jay. I played everything. I played Jay-Z. I played Mariah Carey and Mason. But the best song of the whole night was How You Finished the Night.
Oh yeah, you killed it. You killed it with that.
Frank Sinatra. I did it my way. Get the fuck out.
Yep.
Doors are closed. It's over. It's finished. Get out. We're doing it our way. Last game. Close the doors.
It was a good one because they usually play "It's Closing Time."
No. Frank. You gotta play Frank.
Yeah, and then right before that, they play another great one. They play "Last Dance."
Yeah.
Which is a great song.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
Frank Sinatra, get the fuck out.
I remember the one time they got me the fuck out of there too fast, and I left my cell phone in there. And Ben, shout out my little dog Ben. Ben was like really wanting to get the fuck out of here. He's been there all day, and me and Jordan and Ben happened to be the last ones in. So like, he was shutting the motherfucking lights when we were walking out.
Right.
So I get out, I get in my car. I was talking to Jordan from Bush in the parking lot for a little bit. I get in the car. I'm about to get on the turnpike, and I'm like, fuck, I ain't got my phone. I was like, let me double check. So I hit the Bluetooth in my car. And it says connecting. Normally it connects like that. So when I seen 3 of them, I was like, this motherfucker ain't in here. I fucking literally fishtail the Benz on fucking Coconut Creek Parkway, right by the turnpike. And as I'm turning back in, Jordan's at the light about to make the left to go back towards his house. I stop in the middle of the intersection to block his car. And I jump out of my car and I'm like, you can't fucking leave, bro. I was like, I need you to call my phone. I need you to follow me back to D&M. I gotta find my phone. So we get back there. I open the door and it's open. I was like, oh, fucking thank God. Just the main common area and the bathrooms and shit. Right. I get to the door. It's locked. I'm fucking blowing up Gene's phone, Chase's phone.
Everybody.
I'm blowing up fucking... I don't have Ben's number, so I'm trying to fucking call through D&M's fucking Instagram.
Right.
And no answer. So it's on a college campus, Broward College. Shout out Broward College. They have the emergency poles that call the police and shit. Like it's an emergency. So I'm fucking ding, 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 ding. I'm pushing this thing. Hi, what's your emergency? I was like, I'm at the 60 Omni building. I was like, I locked my inhaler
You're so full of shit.
I swear to God. 100% that. I locked my inhaler in the pickleball, D&M pickleball. I was like, I need you to send a security guard over here to let me in. I got an hour ride home. I can't drive home without it. They send the security. No problem, sir. We'll get security right over there. They were pretty fucking quick, man. Probably been 7 minutes. And the guy that pulls up, I have known since I'm 6 years old. We used to have a warehouse for our moving company.
In Palmetto?
Down in the hood, no. In Oakland Park, I'm 19th and 9th. So 9th is technically Power Line. So 9th, Power Line and 19th. Just before Sunrise Boulevard. And this guy was a security guard there the entire time. And we used to crack jokes like, oh, Tony, there's a guard gate. We're like, just wave your hand, Tony, lets everybody in. This guy doesn't look like he aged a fucking day.
Right.
So when he hears me talking, I gotta get home to the wife and kids, he goes, Joe, man, it's so crazy to hear you say that. I remember when you and little Rob were 5, 6 years old, running around the warehouse causing trouble. So long story short, he's the one to let me in. Jordan called my phone. I'm thinking it's up at the counter where I paid for my last shit. And I look out on the courts, it's pitch black, and I just see my phone lighting up about 100 yards away. I'm like, yo, it's on the fucking couches by the open place. I ran down there, grabbed my phone, and I recorded a little video. I was like, who wants to play some night pickleball? And I texted it to Gene, saying, how the fuck did you get in here? I was like, man, the security guard, man.
Nah, I'm that dude. That's what you gotta tell him. I'm that dude.
I go, Tony's my blood, bro.
I'm that guy.
Night games. But yes, I do feel bad using the whole asthma inhaler thing. My daughter does have asthma. I do take that very seriously.
What made you come up with that on such a quick
Because of Melania, honestly. Because it's like a big thing. Like if we don't have her breathing, it like alters everything. Like I have to figure out where to get it, how to get it, or if I can go home and get it, I will go home and get it. Normally I pack it with me, so it's like it's essential that we have to have as a family traveling.
Right.
So it's the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, they're not gonna fuck me.
The first thing that popped in your head was, let me lie about me having asthma.
I needed my phone.
To get my phone.
There's no way I was leaving my phone locked in that
Imagine
place.
this security guard be like, Joe, you ain't got no damn asthma.
I mean, yo, he's known me since I'm 6. He ain't seen me in fucking 30 years.
Yeah, right. He
literally 30 years.
He wouldn't necessarily know.
The last time he seen me, I was probably 16, 17 maybe. Because when I started working there with Shawnee, I don't think he was at the gate at that time. I think he had already moved on. But latest 16, 17 years old. So he hasn't seen me in about 15 years. But he doesn't look like he aged a fucking day. He looks fucking great. I was like, Tony, you look fantastic. I showed my dad. He goes, damn.
I gotta figure out a way to get you. I'm gonna send it to her. I'm gonna send her paddle. I'm doing something with her paddle. Some customized shit.
I did see that, Rachel.
Yeah. There's one in Tempe in the mall.
That's right where she's at, right?
Right, not too far. Yeah, Inasia knows about it. It's a mall that they converted into a pickleball court.
Well, from what I'm hearing,
it's called Pickle Mall. So pickleball mall, some shit like that.
Fucking genius.
It's ridiculous.
From what I'm hearing, all the old malls are doing it. The Boca Town Center Sears.
They're turning into a pickleball?
I heard that supposedly the person who owns that doesn't want to get rid of it. Okay. Owns that piece of property because it's been closed for, I don't know, 10 years. Mm-hmm. So it's just sitting there. So supposedly the person that owns that real estate doesn't want to give it up for whatever price. Supposedly some bigger people that have bigger money are interested in it. Which is pretty crazy. So we'll see what happens there. I also got...
But the key question is, okay, we live so far out west. And Diadem, I mean, technically, it's not that much of a bop. But...
It's not bad for me. When I get on the turnpike, I'm there in 7 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, because it's 2 exits.
And it takes
Sample into Coconut Creek.
Coconut Creek, yeah. MLK. So it's literally get off, make a right, and I'm pulling in. So it's... I can get there in under 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. You know, no traffic, no nothing. I can get there in probably 15, 16 minutes. So It's really not that bad drive for me. It's all highway. Mm-hmm. I'm only on the highway, off the highway from Sawgrass to Holmberg and from literally Coconut Creek to that first turn. So it's all highway. It's an easy drive for me. But then they have there's one open up in Coral Springs that Bed Bath & Beyond that closed down.
They're going to do that?
That's
the rumor, or they're going to do that?
No, that's the rumor, but Nastasi had told me that multiple people have asked about it. Multiple people have had that idea there, and the original idea I heard from Big Joe. Joe's dad.
Oh.
Who does interior designing and architecture and shit.
Got you.
Be a good spot. It was big. High ceilings. I mean, it'd be dope. I don't know how many courts and shit. But I think it'd be dope. I think anything going on in this industry is dope. They just got it going in China. So China now has the same rating system as all the players in the United States.
I asked that too. It's an app, right?
It's not an app. It's it's a lot of shit. Even in there, your actual pickleball IQ is even rated in that.
Right.
Like balls that people let go that are too far, that like most people would hit. Like they factor.
Is that the AI shit that fucking does all that shit?
I would imagine it has AI has a big factor in it. Yeah, I don't think there's a guy sitting there taking paper notes on how many points somebody let out and let him go over his shoulder. But now that they have that scoring system, they're the same as the United States. They're the first ones to take it on, and now they're talking about it. It's spreading.
So did you end up getting scoring system points playing in the tournament that you played in, or no?
No, those are just exhibition tournaments. You need to go to a sanctioned tournament that's registered with the PPA. And there's some around here, but they're not. I mean, you have to qualify to even get into that tournament.
No, got you.
So there's like several stages to get there.
Got you.
Like there's these two young kids, man, that played against the Johns brothers that were fucking incredible. These young kids are gonna be a problem. They were like 16 years old.
Got you.
And they were doing some wild shit. I'm excited for that shit. But now all these sport, you see all the people that own teams?
Yeah, they're literally like Kevin Durant is playing it, Jamie Foxx is playing it. So many people are getting involved in it.
Kevin Durant, Drake, and Michael B. Jordan are all part owners of Brooklyn Aces. Tom Brady's got a team. Mahomes got a team.
Well, they got bread like that.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
They just throw money at them all over the place.
You see, there's a difference between when you are financially just throwing money at something and when you're actually involved in it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like somebody that I know was like, oh yeah, I own a piece of the team, and had no clue what was going on.
No.
Just owned a piece. Wasn't even involved. Just kind of brushed it off. Like, yeah, I own a piece. Whatever it does, it does.
We're gonna get it in tonight. We're gonna figure out a way to get some pickleball in tonight for sure.
I honestly think that drop my Scuff Monster. Can't lose that. I'm gonna get you your video, Scuff Monster. My daughter just asked me last night. I said, wait till I get my stuff. Wife's calling. Yeah, we're just gonna wait to see what the crew says. If they're like I said, if they're gonna end up playing before us, the courts will be clean.
No, we're gonna go get it in. So guys, that's gonna conclude today's episode. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. The show is brought to you by KD Power Greens, and you can get all your merch, all of it, everything. Your your bucket hats, your hoodies, your dry fits.
Ray sent you a picture of me rocking a bucket.
It's a lifestyle brand, dude. Athletic, non-athletic, it's everything.
You want to chill? We got hoodies.
I was in a bucket. I was shirtless in a bucket hat, chilling in the sun, man.
EnasiaColón.com, EnasiaColón.com. Oh, shameless plugs. Hold on.
I got the Stanley.
Avion Stanley.
This is Ohana Punch. I could only get this at the Hookup. Okay, it's the only place I've ever seen it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Ohana. It means
family. Yeah, of course. We all know what it means.
Is the best fruit punch
Lilo
ever.
and Stitch plug.
Yeah, no, it's not Lilo and Stitch plug.
Not even that. Oh,
it's a Hookup plug.
Just to
Go
let
to
you
the
know.
Hookup Coral Springs. They got the best fucking deals on all the baits.
Everybody can be bought. Disney literally has just teamed up with Penn Gaming, and we're gonna have ESPN Bet now. Did you see that? You're going to be able to bet on ESPN.
I don't bet.
I'm just telling you.
I like my money in my pocket.
What else you got? Scuff Monster.
Oh yeah, Scuff Monster.
Sony.
Sony.
What the fuck?
I mean, how many times you got to say your name? Pay attention, Sony.
See you next episode.